Hi, and welcome back to the Soul Shift channel. Where there is a will, there is a way. When we stand in front of our most challenging situation or problems, it is so easy to feel helpless and lost. When we cannot see a way out, when we feel as if everything around us is falling apart, when the obstacle is so big that we don't even dare to speak about it out loud. I encourage you to start focusing on the what and forget about the how. The reason is very simple. We just don't know what is waiting for us around the next corner. And if we spend too much time figuring out the how, we might miss the opportunity to create something better from the situation. In one way or another, there will be a way out. There will be a solution, and it will pass. In an apartment on the 3rd floor lies a woman. The room is dark, the blinds are still closed, and there is clutter, dirty clothes, and dishes all over the place. The woman just lays there, and her whole body aches, not from illness, but from a broken heart. Her pain is so severe that she cannot move. She feels paralyzed, and the pain makes it hard for her to breathe. Her husband has just left her, and she can't make sense of it all. Her whole life feels empty. Her whole life feels as it no longer exists. Why? What did she do wrong? Why doesn't he love her anymore? All the questions are pumping through her head, and she feels completely alone. She lies there and starts asking herself, how do I get him back? How shall I tell everyone? How shall I pay my rent? How shall I ever feel happy again? How do I make this pain go away? How will I be able to go to work again? She starts thinking about how she might have to move and start all over again because all her friends were their friends. And how is she going to react if she runs into him? After a while, she realizes that what she needs right now is just a glass of water and perhaps to see the sun again. With shaky legs, she gets out of bed and moves into the kitchen. She turns on the tap and fills her glass. And she slowly moves through the room and opens the blinds. Just enough to let the sunbeams fall across the floor. She goes back to bed and she looks at the beams of lights and asks herself, what do I need right now? I want to survive this. How do I get him back? After a while, she realizes that to survive, she doesn't need to know how to get him back. She needs to know what she wants. Her stomach growls. She wants food. She grabs her phone and orders a home delivery. She looks around and sees the mess. She has to clean up quickly before the delivery guy arrives, she thinks. Her breathing starts to feel a little easier, and instead of going back to bed, she starts tidying up the kitchen. What does she want to do? She thinks to herself. Actually, I can do whatever I want to. When the blinds were closed, she concluded that there is no sunlight, but the sun hasn't disappeared. She simply couldn't see it from where she was laying. She thinks to herself, where there is a will, there is a way. But perhaps at this moment she has to focus on the will, the longing, the what first, and the way will reveal itself one step at a time. So I have a question for all of you. How many times have you rejected a possibility simply because you couldn't see how it could happen? We are obsessed with seeing the entire road, but perhaps life only asks us to decide what direction we want to walk in. And that is all we need to focus on until we reach the next crossing or the next corner. I wish you all a wonderful day. Take care, be safe, and most importantly of all, have fun.